Hello, everyone. Welcome to Doodle and Chill.
I live for this. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of finale, I will never feel no fear. First the reaper gotta catch me. I don't care who got the next crown. I'm the true and living right now. Thought you lived to see my last breath? Go ahead and put your bets down. Run with the wolves and we unify. Hungry enough to eat you alive. We never breaking formation. I live and die for this crew of mine. Been to the bottom, dehumanized. Found my divinity through the fire. Pushed through it all and I stood tall. That's cause a legend can never die. I'm unstoppable. Yeah. Here I come. I'm unstoppable. Yes. When it's done, I'll be the one. I'm unstoppable. Yes. Here I come. Here I come. I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. I'm here to stay for the long run. You'll fade away before I'm done. Like it or not, I'm at your door. Open the gate cause here I come. You undefeated with no scars. You must have came here to earn some. Before me you never knew no loss. I'm happy to give you your first one. I came to go for the gusto. You in the trench with a cutthroat. Bring me your best, I'ma crush those. Ballin' like I took a blood oath. Feed off the pressure that's in the air. And smell of it thicker than gun smoke. I persevere when the end is near. Watch as my destiny unfolds. I'm unstoppable. Yeah. Here I come. I'm unstoppable. Yes. When it's done, I'll be the one. I'm unstoppable.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Doodle and Chill. I'm chilling here with my friends and doodling with my friends Beacon.
Yo.
And Mr. Brian Kreisgau.
What's up?
And we're here today to kind of like geek out, talk about Doodle, some Kull. The Conqueror, the Destroyer. Which one was it again? The Destroyer, I think it was. That novel? Huh?
The Conqueror.
The Conqueror.
Kull is in the chronology of... he's in the same universe as Conan.
Yep.
Except he's from like 1,000 years earlier. Right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Before Atlantis fell, because Kull is from Atlantis. And Atlantis is actually a land of barbarians. And
Was
so,
it? But he's the one that had the Atlantean sword.
Yes. And Conan the Barbarian, the in 1982 movie, the John Milius, when he finds the Atlantean sword, that tomb that he finds, presumably that's Kull.
Did you see this?
Well, no, I just seen the
Kull?
black screen.
Oh, you just said last week when I do this? Oh, too bad. There you go.
Okay, that's all good.
Oh, I'll show it the other way around. There you go. It's the thumbnail of the show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it looked really cool.
It's an old drawing I did a while back. See? Boom.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, and here's the thing too that's really interesting about Kull. They thought in Marvel Comics, right, that Conan was such a big hit that they were going to start doing some Kull comics because they were like, well, Kull is close enough, right? But he's so similar to Conan that we have to give him a distinguishing mark so people can tell them apart, right? So they gave him a scar across his face. And that's bullshit because you can tell the difference between Kull and Conan just from looking at their faces. Conan is the guy every man wishes he was. He never doubts himself. Kull doubts himself all the time. He's always full of doubt. He's always questioning his actions. He's a worry.
From what I read, he's supposed to be bigger than Conan, right? Dark skin from the sun, not
Yeah.
From I went to refresh myself before this because you do research and all you see is Kevin Sorbo. You're like, okay, I need to come on, show me more images.
Oh, dude, Plug did a bunch of Kull, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
Where is that really awesome trade paperback? They did They did a regular Kull series, but the ones that are really great are the ones that are in the back of Savage Sword of Conan.
Oh.
Because that's where you get the really beautiful black and white art. Let's see.
And, well, we're waiting for him to come back for a second. I'm going to take this
Right
advantage
here,
to say that one of the reasons why we're doing this, it's also to plug this little book that just launched on Fund My Comics. So here's the quick little trailer, just for a minute.
In the time before Atlantis sank and the lands of the world were savage and untamed, one man would claim his destiny. Leaving his Atlantean tribe behind and throwing off the shackles of Lemurian bondage, he sailed the seas as a pirate captain before seizing his place as a king. And now that he has the throne, how long will he be able to keep it? This is the Shadow Kingdom, a classic sword and sorcery tale by Robert E. Howard, adapted by Randy Zimmerman, with artwork by Russ Leach. Available now at fundmycomic.com.
Nice.
Here's a little plug of the day.
Oh yeah, man, that looks great.
Yep.
The other thing
they've been working on this for like a little while too, and it looks pretty sweet.
Well, I mean, I'm really encouraged by all of the influx of sword and sorcery books that we're seeing. Sword and sorcery and westerns and shit like that.
Oh, dude, I love that stuff. I've always wanted to do something like that.
Oh yeah, it's on my list. I mean, I've got a sword and sorcery project that I've been developing for years.
So when am I going to get hired?
Once I put that thing, once I put it together well enough, it's still gestating a little bit.
Like I like that. I like that werewolf idea you threw me last time, and I do like. You're talking about sword and sorcery, dude. I'm all fucking in.
Oh, dude,
you said sorcery, not just sword, no, sword and sorcery. I'm in.
Yes, yeah. Because you got to have the magic, right? Conan, of course, is terrified of
dude,
magic.
It's something I've loved all my life, dude. I've watched Conan so many times. Like,
me too.
I think I've watched Conan as many times as I watched Star Wars.
Oh,
I still watch both those movies.
Yeah. Oh God, 1982. That was like the year. If you were a sword and sorcery, you get Conan the Barbarian. Year before you had Excalibur, Beastmaster.
Oh, dude, I love that shit. I even enjoyed Scorpion King, even though it's
yeah,
just because it's dude, it's just because it was entertaining sword and sorcery.
It's fine. It's perfectly fine. It's
I like that. I enjoy Kull with freaking thing too. It's like,
yeah, that's okay, but except where are the fucking snake men? For me, you can't have Kull without the fucking snake men. The snake men are so damn important because the snake men are an ancient race that used to rule the earth, but now, of course, there's very, very few of them. But
and they live underground.
They're shapeshifters.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, and so Kull is always working overtime, right? Like during the nights, for instance, sometimes he'll get into battles. Like he'll hunt down members of the Snake Man cult, get into these big fucking battles. He always has his picked friend, Brule the Picked, Brule the Spear Hunter, right? And so they'll fucking whip ass all night, and then Kull will fall asleep on his throne, and his subjects are all like, man, what a lazy motherfucker. So nobody realizes that he's actually the one guy that's basically keeping the dam from bursting.
Mm-hmm. So
and he's always second guessing. He's always.
Which one has the scar there in his face?
And
it's Conan, right?
Kull. Oh no! I mean, Conan has a scar across his nose, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, but for the Marvel comics, they decided to give him like a Grimjack scar because, like I said, they didn't think that Reed would tell them apart. But meanwhile, whenever you see those characters illustrated, you always know when you're looking at Kull and when you're looking at Conan. They're just different.
Yeah.
They see the world in front of them.
Every time I've seen Kull, except Kevin Sorbo, he looks like a Super Saiyan Conan.
Yes.
Does that make sense? Like a jacked up,
Yes. And yeah, I mean, the Kevin Sorbo movie was okay. It's
entertaining. It's
entertaining.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, but it wasn't like
It was technically watching Hercules under another name.
Well,
remember the series Hercules?
Yes, no, of course. And the Kull character was mostly intact. The way that Kull gets the throne was different, right? In the stories, basically, he is hired as an assassin to kill the king.
Mm-hmm.
He does that, and then the royals who hired him are like, okay, well, hand over the crown. And he's just like, nah, fuck that. Fuck that.
I'm not doing this shit.
I think I'll put it on my own head. Yeah, no, he's just like, wait a second. I'm getting welched on this deal. And so he becomes king. And the people, of course, remember, he's living in Lemuria, which is a very civilized society for like Hyboria, right? And so everybody is just kind of like freaked out by the fact that, a barbarian is suddenly sitting on the throne. But of course, he's incredibly competent at his job. And and then of course there's a minstrel that's always in the streets making fun of him, always dissing him. And like members of the Red Guard, the Red Slayers, that's like his guard, are like, man, we should fucking grab that guy. He's always talking shit about you. And he's just like, man, the day I worry about somebody talking shit about me, I'm not fit for the throne. So he's a free speech absolutist too.
I like him a lot.
Oh, he's great. He's great. There was a really good, was it Dark Horse? I'm trying to remember. There was a Kull series that came out about 10 years ago. I'm going to start looking for that too. I think I might have to. There was a Kull series that came out about 10 years ago that was dope. That was really, really, really good. Let me see if I can find that shit.
I'm looking at different pictures everywhere, trying to take some notes. Studying stuff. I just saw the Marvel one. Okay, yeah. Got that tiny shield. You already going at it?
Yeah, it's trying to go off the design that they're using for their book.
So, descriptions down in the description down below, people. I've put it there. Go back them.
Yeah.
They've been doing this for a long time. They're friends of ours. Go check them out. Show them some support. If it's not your cup of tea, maybe you could just share it, because I'm pretty sure somebody it is. We believe in supporting each other and other creators here.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously,
That's
man,
what.
It's great.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's Russ, just like me. It's like it's something that he never got to actually do. It's like I most of how can I say? It's like I could probably come up with one, right?
Right.
But not everything I want to be the writer. Does that make sense?
Of course it does. And the thing is if you're adapting Robert E. Howard, you've got a good story.
Yep.
Right? You're not going to be second guessing yourself. You're going to know it's just like, well, it's fucking Robert E. Howard. And he had a ton of characters, man. But the most famous are, of course, Conan, Kull, and Solomon Kane in that order. But he also had Bran McMorn, who was like...
I love Solomon Kane.
Picked. Oh, well, Kane is the best. Kane is the coolest. There's no cool... He's not just the coolest Robert E. Howard character. He's just the coolest character.
It's the reason why I like Van Helsing, the movie, because it's not Van Helsing. It's fucking Solomon Kane.
Yeah.
He even looks like him. Like
Yeah.
the story of who he is. all it is. It's fucking Solomon Kane. Like,
Yeah.
And it's so similar that even the movie Solomon Kane, he looks the same. He looks like Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, well,
even that movie was fun. I really freaking loved it because I really loved the character.
Oh my god! I absolutely love the Solomon Kane movie. Is it perfect? No. Is it like the Solomon Kane movie that I always wanted to see? No. But it's awesome. It's still great.
It's the same thing as I would say the what was it? Fuck, I have a blank on the name. With Keanu Reeves, there, the comic book movie. Constantine.
Yep.
It's different from the comic book. It's not what you were expecting. But it's fucking good.
Yes. Judged on its own merits, it's dope.
Yep.
Oh.
I really enjoyed it a whole bunch. Now, for some reason, I was doodling Vincent, so I need to stop that. Oh, by the way, I'm for people, I'm already like more than 40 page in on Blood Hunt 2.
Yeah, boy.
I've shown some pages to Beacon, and Beacon's like, I'm not fucking coloring this. I go, no, you're not.
Yeah, I'm not
Blood
part of
Hunt.
Vatican City.
That Vatican City, yeah.
It's like, that is amazing. I'm not coloring this.
Hold on. Let me check if I can. Did I save it somewhere? Hold on. That's the do and chill file. Comic books. 2. Because I don't know if I have it in here. Oh, yes, I do. I don't have the other ones, though. I don't want to spoil that part. Give me a sec. I don't want to see the other thing that's, remember, on top of it. Where's that little distraction thing? There you go. Just for a second, people. Give me a sec. And then just go this and make the other thing invisible. Because I don't want to spoil anything. There you go. Just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
There you go. Can you see this, Brian?
No, I just wanted to give me a sec. I'm in the next room.
Yeah, no problem.
Because it's like I've unboxed all my books.
Mm-hmm.
I've got shelves and everything, but nothing's where it's all. Nothing's where I want it to be. That is to say, everything's all mixed up now.
Here's a scene from Blood Hunt 2.
Oh my god!
See where he goes?
Yeah, man. Go to the people's house. Hell yeah!
Yeah, they're the people that banned my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's my way of saying I love you.
Yeah. Yeah.
They really did not like that stream that we did about freaking Fist of the North Star when I compared them to the
To a Christ figure.
Yeah. The One Punch Messiah. I think I called him.
It's not subtle. It's like the Omega Man. It's like like none of that shit's subtle either.
Nope.
Yeah, so this is really good. This is the Chronicles of Kull, Volume 1. And yes, fucking awesome. Fucking Mike Plug art.
Is he the one that, if I'm not mistaken, his crown was just a type of like golden bandana type of thing, right?
A circlet. Yeah, a circlet it's called. Oh, and here's the other thing. This is real fucking deep trivia right here. Actually, not that deep, but anyway. The main villain, the chief villain in the Kull stories is Thulsa Doom. Thulsa Doom is a lich. That is to say, he's an undead sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks like this. He has the face of a skeleton.
Huh.
Now, the Conan movie was supposed to have a series of toys to come out with it. Those ended up not being made because they were canceled like at the last minute because the movie had an R rating and nobody had ever released toys for an R-rated movie.
Yeah,
before.
that is true. Yeah.
And the villain in Conan the Barbarian, which hadn't come out yet, right? So they were just making the toys based on the characters as they understood them. Like Thulsa Doom ended up being Skeletor because they repurposed the Masters of the Universe toys.
Mattel, yeah, I remember the story. It was part of it.
Yeah, I should say they repurposed the Conan toys for the Masters of the Universe toys, and that's why Skeletor.
And that launched a cartoon about it because I remember they tried to do like a cartoon about Hot Wheels a long time ago. It didn't go well because it was not okay to make a series about to promote toys. But then that's what they did with He-Man was one of the first one that they did this, and it was a success.
The toy tie-ins.
And the remake that they did in 2012 was 2002, I think it was. No. Yeah, it was.
Even earlier than that. Wasn't that like 2008, I think?
I think it was 2002, I think.
Wow.
I was going to say, I said 12 in the beginning, but I think it's 2002. Because I remember watching that when I was in the hospital when I got my operation.
It was
good. I was hospitalized after. Yeah.
It was really good.
And then you got the Snake Man. I was like, they fucking did it.
Yep, absolutely.
And after that we had the good version of the remake of the Thundercats. That was also not bad, but not super good. But it was decent.
Yeah, it was okay.
He-Man was way better. We're talking about the one I showed you last time, Beacon.
Yeah. I didn't stay awake for very long on that. It wasn't the show's fault. It was my job's fault. Waking me up at 4 a.m.
Now this is the shit right here. This is what you really want. This is the it's not called the Essentials, but it is like the Marvel.
Can I lock
Essentials,
this on you?
Series.
Let me try something. I'm trying to lock on you. Hold on.
Okay.
I can solo this, so can I solo you?
Yep. I mean, I don't ask me. I really.
Yeah, damn it, it's not working. I know, I'm trying.
It's all good.
Like I said, I'm testing this. I'm testing this because a lot of people are starting to use it too now. That was one of the. I started this earlier, and now a lot of people are using it. But dude, you can stream on every freaking yeah.
And also, we can talk shit
What's
here.
Up, yes?
Talk on YouTube. You don't have to speak in baby talk.
Hey, what's up, Ace? Sorry, I was not locked in on the live chat.
What's up, Edwin?
Yo.
Yeah, but dude, it's free and you can stream on every platform you want almost.
Yep.
And the quality is pretty decent. I'm liking it a lot, and it allows me to stream on Rumble, so you can go sub to my Rumble, people.
Hell yeah! Because I mean, I've been saying for like a couple of years now, 2024. That's when YouTube is going to be fucking shutting everybody's channels down. Oh,
but dude, it's not just that, dude. It's the fact that right now it's commercial. It's like it's turning into the TV that everybody ran away from to YouTube.
Exactly. Oh, dude,
it's becoming the monster that it was freaking fighting.
Yes. I mean, very much so. Whenever if I watch a right wing political video, it offers me like if I just leave it and it goes to like another video, it takes me immediately to a Fox News video. If I watch a lefty video, it takes me to MSNBC. It's just like I started watching YouTube channels to get away from you motherfuckers.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's like, nope. You still gotta take our bullshit.
But that's the thing. It's YouTube. YouTube. Nobody's on YouTube started becoming bigger than Hollywood.
Yep.
And a lot of people made a lot of dough.
Yep. Oh my God.
So obviously they have to whoa. We don't want you rich. We want to stay rich.
Yep. And also the other thing is you don't want people that have that much power and influence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whose opinions you don't control. Right? You want to make sure that they're people that you think of journalism, right? Journalism used to be a blue collar profession, believe it or not. It was totally blue collar. And now it is all rich people because they know that they're going to defend their class automatically. Always. And sure enough they do. Yeah, this is great, man. It's like Mike Plug, Neil Adams, Severin. There's actually a bunch of fucking Severin in here. Fucking love me some Severin.
The reptilians? Yep.
Yeah, look at this shit, man. Yeah, if you're a cult fan, and especially if you're like a black and white stan like me.
Dude, it's so nice.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yes, it is.
Gorgeous. I don't know what it is. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, this is.
But you know, it's like you remember the freaking Conan that I showed you about the European ones.
Yep.
Those were dope.
Oh man, the hardcovers. I've got the first two.
Did you find them in English or you got them in French?
In English.
Mm-hmm.
I think the first three. I think they're up to volume 3 right now.
Yeah, the small hardcovers. Yeah.
Yeah. And also the Elric series. Holy shit.
Oh, dude, I have those. Yes.
French comics are the shit. And it's so great too because it's not like there's not a single panel that looks like it was sort of rushed, right? And that's because they don't have a deadline. It's like when it's done, it's done.
Yep.
So it's like every panel, every page is on the exact same quality as the one that preceded it.
Yeah. But it's one of the things that, like somebody reminded me too about what we're doing in crowdfunding, right? Just, like being delayed, then you get late, and then you get all that stress about producing. Like I was talking about it with somebody else. I'm not going to mention the name. Somebody else also that has a lot of work to do. And you get to a point where you're like, okay, I need to get this book done. And you're kind of like going fast to try and get it out faster. But there's their quality spending the price. And we're like, that's not what our fans want.
No, I'd rather
they want it out. They want books out like on a regular basis. They would like us to freaking like, don't get me wrong. Don't follow your schedule if you can, but that's not the end be all. If you're late, as long as you deliver the quality,
Do you remember like?
And you update almost.
Vaughn is the best example of this, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I know he was really bummed out, and I just kept telling him, dude, as long as you deliver a really good product, guess what? That weight that people had is going to be completely fucking forgotten. Completely.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened? He delivered. He delivered a beautiful book, and ultimately that's what matters. That's what matters most. That's what's going to.
Yeah.
I mean,
but it's if
you're waiting on that, you want to make sure that you over deliver. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on you.
No, it's okay. I was just gonna say like it's similar of how can I say you want the book to be higher quality, you want it to be good. So like I've been like instead of going like I just need to rush it out, I'm just like no, I want everything to be good, perfect. So as you can see when you've seen the pages of the book, like when I say like it's part of my best work I've done in a long like.
Dude, you've leveled up. And
I'm really just trying to make the experience. So right now it's like everything's drawn, everything's colored. Right now I'm just going over everything because I colored those 30-something pages like in 2 months.
Oh my god!
So obviously there's some that there's some corners that I need to go tweak. You know what I mean?
Of course. Yeah. Because
But technically the book is done. We just have to go. I'm going over the dialogues right now. Brian's gonna go over and edit everything. But yeah, but that's the thing is I had to freaking just update people and deliver.
Yep.
Quality.
Transparency, always transparency.
Yep.
People will be, I mean, amazingly gracious and patient.
Yep. You update them.
Yep.
And you tell them. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like somebody was asking me about the new 6-gun, and he's just like, like what's the deal? And I'm just like, oh, I'm going to relaunch the campaign and everything. And he's just like, but I was like, I didn't get my books from the last campaign. I'm just like, did you check your updates? He's like, no. I'm like, check the updates, because I whenever I get new pages from Preston, I always try and show a couple of those, to let people know like your book is being made.
Yep.
That's another thing. I need to email out the mailing list from my years old campaign when that I delivered on, just to tell them that issue 3's out now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Which, by the way, if you're watching and you didn't know yet, 7 Legions issue 3 is now out on Amazon.
Oh, you just said it right now, because I was waiting to do the second plug.
Yeah.
So here it is. Hold on, I forgot to say this. This show was brought to you by
In my years of service, I've learned many truths. The scars of old heal slower when soothed with retribution. Perseverance and discipline lead to excellence.
Hardship strengthens those who can.
On the 63rd day of the first quarter of solar year 2810, the galleon Ichthyos, under the command of Admiral Azrakal Shieldhand, went offline. This occurred in the Galvanus system at the edge of Eldrian space, a region said to come under frequent attacks by the fabled daemons. We await their return, though, as of yet, none of the supposed victims of the daemons have ever survived to tell of it.
Okay, you're gonna have to unmute yourself, because I muted you because there was an echo.
Yeah.
Brian. For some reason, I just can't go unmute you. There you go.
Anyways, dope ass trailer, man.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Yeah.
And he did it all himself. He learned Blender to do this.
Yeah.
Really?
I did the little beginning cinematic of the ship flying by. That was all done by me and Blender.
No shit.
Yep.
Yeah,
Damn.
The planet in the background, that was procedural generation using Blender, Blender geometry nodes and all that.
Uh-huh.
And the fun thing about that animation is the only thing moving in the animation was the camera. So it looks like the ship's zooming by, but it's actually just the camera
flying. But that's one of the biggest tricks in the animating thing is you animate the camera if you instead of the rest. It's a lot easier to render.
Oh yeah,
interesting.
Especially if you're just trying to do a movement. They do the same thing in movies sometimes. A lot of times, it's one of the main tricks inside of special effects.
I did wind up using 11 labs for the voices on the trailer.
Shh! Shut up.
I was like, rather than contact a bunch of voice actors and wrangle the voice files together, I'll just go in here, type this in. There we go.
Dude, I do not consent or condone his actions. I have a friend that does voice acting. I cannot.
Seriously, does?
Dude, yeah, I've made friends with voice actor. The guy that does the voice for Nat and Vince, Bob and Nat.
Yeah, like when I was doing this trailer, I was like, I would like to have him back, but I just want. It's like I wasn't expecting Amazon to accept the file, so I was like, I wasn't even thinking about it. And all of a sudden, I get the email. I was like, your comic has been accepted. It's like, oh shit, okay, gotta get the trailer out now. So I just cranked that out there.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it came out fucking awesome.
And I just love the fact that we're like in a place where the technology is just getting so damn good and more user friendly. So you can have people that don't have tech savvy that can still do amazing stuff.
The only thing that bothers me out of all of this shit is that there's people ripping off other people because of this shit. And a lot of people, like in concept art, people like me or stuff like that used to get those little gigs of concept art, logos, like that. Or the worst one, worse than us artists, is the video editors. Most of them are out of a job now. Like those are all the people losing their jobs in Riot and other stuff like that. Like there's a whole bunch of people now losing their job because they're, dude, you can use like a AI and animate, do a motion comics. You can do this, you can do that. Like you don't need people anymore to do them. And a lot of people are using that. The only thing is you have to be careful. That's why there's some big companies that are not using it. They're using it but not using it. They're having that's the thing, is they're using a smaller team of designers.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, any way that they can find to not have to pay people, they're going to use.
Yep. I mean, that's what that used to be my little side gig stuff, doing concept art or stuff like that for other,
Hey man, what we do is not work. You know that fucking attitude.
Oh, dude, it's fucking annoying. It's like, oh, but you're enjoying yourself. Like you're drawing. It shouldn't get paid. Like it's a thing that pissed me off about. Like a lot of people were saying before, especially some writers, saying that us artists that don't have that that write our own things and draw our own thing. We're so lucky. I'm like, we don't have to pay artists. Dude, we have to pay our time for it.
Yes, and it takes years of fucking hard work, right? It's like when you hire a plumber, you're not just paying him for what he's doing, you're paying him for the education, for the school.
My bachelor's degree and everything.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, Beacon, sometimes he's like, hey dude, can you tweet this up for me? Even when I was sick like a dog, I sent him a label like, do this, that, this.
Yeah.
Dude, you're sick like a dog, and I don't care. I'm still sitting here and doing colors.
Yeah. I was like, because I remember I was doing the cover for issue 3, and I was like, I kind of liked the idea of it, but I was like, this pose just feels way too stiff.
I didn't even say shit. I just shared a freaking sketch, and he's like within like 5-10 minutes or something.
I was like, oh, okay, that was fast. Okay, yeah, that's good. We'll do it. I want to finish.
But it's like when you guys said, we need some layouts. Like I went there and I did almost like more than half the book. You just have to tell me like what type of details you need in there, because I have my rough layouts. Then I go over them.
Yeah, layouts look great. I'm just like right now doing what I call my ghetto lettering in GIMP, which is where I just create like.
But you know what my rough layouts look like. It's the thing in that you see there in Blood Hunt. Like they're very fucking rough, my shit.
Yeah, well, dude, they're called roughs for a reason.
Yeah, and that's when I go there, and because the thing is, what's the point of investing a moment in drawing something that you're probably going to erase?
Yeah. No, it makes. dude.
But
It's,
just one
fine,
quick
man.
question on that without getting into details. You understood why it's ordered instead of being 4 page, it's 7. You understood what I did there?
Yep.
Makes sense to you? Good. So I
Totally.
keep going. That's what I wanted to know. I was waiting for your. Yeah, no, dude. Makes sense. Okay, cool.
Absolutely. And you know, I wasn't expecting anything less than total competence. And
Could you hear can you hear Vincent singing in those last final 2 pages?
yes, of course. Oh, that was going through my fucking head. You know it was. So you came up with the lyrics, bro. Yeah, because you know what? When I wrote that thing, I wanted to give you shit that you're gonna have fun drawing, and I wanted to make sure that both of your characters like get a chance to shine.
Yeah, it's a very good versus plus team up type of thing. It's a really interesting story you put there. And me right now is like I'm going over it. I did the first pass. There's a few things in it, right, that I'll probably tweak or something like that. But like I'm saying, when that happens, I reach out to you.
Yep.
That's when I'm like, okay, this here, like those 7 pages, I'm like, does that make sense to you? Because I thought that it needed an establishing shot. So I made it a nice little setup page, like it was a movie, you know, like.
Yep.
And I just thought it just made sense also to split those pages in 2 for pacing, timing, and stuff like that.
That stuff's so important. And that's why when you're a writer, you have to trust your artist. You have to trust their sense of storytelling, right?
It's like I said last time. It's like a beacon or something like that. Even attested to it. It's like one of the things writers have a problem with sometimes. One of the main little things that little bit frustration of artists that have been doing it for a while. It's car pulls over, 3 guys comes out in front of a mansion. You're like, dude, you're talking about a scene as if a camera was following motion and shit like that. And you're like, that's not how it works. That you think it's 1 panel. Yeah, it's actually 4.
Yes. That is actually the toughest thing.
So that's why a lot of a lot of writers get pissed at their artists sometimes because of it, but it's true.
Well, dude,
unless you're a storyboard artist or something that you can give directions. And listen, at least
in your head, right? Like that's why I go panel by panel, because I don't want my artist having to say, how do you expect me to draw all this? Right? In like 1 page or 1 panel.
It's like, it's like saying this, oh, the guy's sitting at a bar and he turns his head and looks at a chick that walks in the door. How can I do that in 1 panel? You have to see the guy sitting there, turning his head. Then you have to see a shot of the door with somebody coming in.
Yep.
It's not a 3D animated program that my hand.
And that everybody that, I mean, this is just a thing, right? Whenever you've had writers from other mediums writing comic books, they all say the same thing, whether they're coming from writing prose, short stories, novels, or screenplays. They'll all say, like, this was like the hardest thing I ever did.
Yep.
And it is incredibly difficult to learn. I think I only maybe started to really get it on my 5th comic script. And but once you learn it, you're good. But learning it, really getting it down in your head, not easy. What's his face? Harlan Ellison said, writing an issue of Batman, that was like the toughest thing he ever did. Mario Puzo wrote the Godfather because he tried and failed to write an issue of the Fantastic Four. How fucking crazy is that?
Dude, I've heard those stories a lot. Like I studied the scripting and stuff like that, and it's a lot of stuff that people were talking about because I brought it up. I'm there. I'm studying for movies, right? Yeah. So obviously I'm there. Like I'm a comic book guy. Storyboard is the essence of freaking movies. No storyboard movies are pretty much boring. If you remember those sceneries or stuff like that, it saves money in production to have to know exactly how the shot's gonna be.
Right.
And
yeah, and you can always deviate from that, but at least then you have something to fall back on. It's the same way when I always tell newbie writers, make sure you always have your ending. That way, you're never going to have to worry about painting yourself in a corner. And if you don't like the ending, when you get to it, then you can change it. But at least have that.
I mean, one of the things I would say it's kind of like the difference between a modern comic and a strip. That's how the old fashioned movies and the movies after with storyboards kind of like a big difference.
Yes, without a doubt.
And let's just be frank, a lot of movies were technically inspired by comic books. A lot of them from French comic books. Yeah.
So many.
And a lot. So some of them actually are fess up about it, but a lot of them don't.
Well, no, because it's just like comics are one notch above pornography in America.
It was very taboo in the 90s. Like if you read comics, you were a nerd, a geek, or whatever. You're like, dude, I'm just reading comics. God damn it.
I know. It's just another medium.
Like, did you ever read Heavy Metal? Did you ever read like a French comic? Not everything's for kids. God damn it.
I know. Well, it took a long time for Americans to wrap their heads around that. Mm-hmm. A long time.
It still has some trouble, but yeah.
Yeah. But it's so much better, mostly because of anime.
Yeah.
It's not like the Marvel movies did anything to get people to.
But maybe the first ones. Let's be frank and give them that the first movies were pretty good.
Oh, dude, they're awesome. Especially in comparison now, like looking back, holy shit.
Like Iron Man, the first Avengers was pretty good. I mean, the one that
was really good.
I mean, was it starting from Ultron that I didn't like?
Yeah, well, I mean, Age of Ultron is shit. Just a big fucking light show. Or the Dark World was pretty bad, and I remember thinking, okay, they've had their first 2 shit movies. Once they get to the 3rd shit movie, they're going to be in trouble.
And that went very sideways.
That
That went sideways.
They were on fire, man. No shit, man. Couldn't have gone fucking harder, man. It's just they killed the goose that laid the golden egg, but they have their reasons.
But I mean, the entire Ultron thing, I thought that they missed a really good chance to do an actual good story about something very dark.
Yes.
But that needs to be that needs to be addressed, and that needs to be this. Like nobody's gonna cheer for a guy that goes too drunk, beats his wife, and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong here.
Right.
But it's an important story to tell. It's like a cautionary tale type of thing.
Yes. But that's the thing. You can't.
How a good man can go very dark when if it comes to a whole bunch of shit.
Of course. But you see, that's
cautionary tale. It's like the same thing of an evil woman, right?
Yes. But they can't do that because then they'll be selling fewer Funko Pops of that character. Seriously.
I really like how you put that.
in Civil War, right? What was one of the things that was the most compelling about Civil War in the comics? It was the Tony Stark heel turn. And then the Mr. Fantastic heel turn.
That's how it was going, because they were saying they didn't do an alcoholic, right? Abusive alcoholic story. That's why they didn't do the Hank Pym thing, right? Since people didn't know, that's what happens. Hank Pym, the giant man, he's the one that actually created Ultron. And he's the one that gets so obsessive about his work. An alcoholic, like a Finnish alcoholic. I think they even made him on drugs, I think, for a while. No, they didn't do the drug thing. But the thing is, dude, he ends up like hitting his wife. He doesn't beat her. He doesn't beat her up like like a wife beater. He out of rage and everything. He just slashes and hits her. And
which is fucked up, but it is different than a guy that's like a serial wife beater.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. That makes a very, very good cautionary tale story about careful how you how can I say the best way of saying it would be what? Help me out here. Self-control, controlling your rage, all that stuff, dude. It's
your shadow self.
Yeah, Like everybody can have a dark side, especially when you're in a rut or something. Or
everybody does have a dark side. It's called called it the shadow self. It's just
that's why maturity. That's why learning. Life is stuff like that. It's like it's like I was trying to. You tell your kids. Oh, everybody at first can be tempted of taking that $100 on the side of a table, but it's maturity and life experience that tells you, no, I'm not even tempted. Like everybody once in their life will see that. Nah. It's
right. Or
then it's how you do it. Yeah.
Wallet.
Yeah.
Right.
Am I going to bring it back, or do I keep the? Nah, I'll bring it.
You do the right thing. It's like just shut up, do the right thing. But there is that moment.
Yeah.
Right. Because that's the dark side, and I agreed with Jung when he said that we should befriend our shadow selves, that we shouldn't be ashamed of our shadow selves.
The thing it's the entire premise of this is do not enclose it. Do not try to choke it, ignore it, put it in the bottom of your thing like it's a shame. No, own it. You own it so you can control it. Because if you ignore it and you just think that it doesn't exist, or try to if you go lock it up inside, it's just gonna bound up to come up like that's the Hank Pym thing, because he doesn't talk to his wife, didn't express the talk with his friends. He was rage. He was, PTSD about something, and that's what I'm saying. That's why it's a cautionary tale for people that overwork themselves, that have too much stress, that don't talk, that don't do this, that The entire thing is talk to your goddamn wife or something. Like she's supposed to be your best friend. You just hit the fucking thing, and then
Yep. Yeah, and it's just like not.
It was a horrible fucking thing. Like.
Yeah, no, it's royally fucked up.
Yeah.
But
should never happen.
Right, should never happen. But once again, it's
shit happens.
It's a cautionary tale.
Like a woman losing her shit and started beating up on the husband. It's not supposed to happen either.
No, exactly. And then, of course, men tend not to report spousal abuse because they're afraid that they're just going to be laughed at, which is
and that's the thing that happens. So.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I had a violent, like the mother of my kid, like that was a violent freaking break, like thing, right? She ran out like violent as fuck, started punching me and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
I didn't let myself get done, but I called the fucking cops.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't. But as soon as somebody brought it up, it goes, "You let her hit you?" Like, dude, what the fuck do you think? Like, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of her?
Exactly. It's a lose.
I didn't let her fucking like beat me up. Don't get me wrong. I can defend myself.
Right. Exactly.
I fucking like one push and she went flying in the bed and that was it. Like,
Dude, it's like when you're wrestling with your girlfriend, right? And it's all fun and games, right? And you pin her down, and she's struggling, and you're like, you're mine. You don't even bother struggling. You are at my mercy. And you suddenly realize, like, oh shit, she really is at my mercy. Like, even if you're with a chick that's pretty strong, you're a guy. She's not going to be able to overpower you. It's just not going to happen. And that's when you suddenly realize, like, oh shit, if I was like a deranged motherfucker, I could do some damage.
And it's not an excuse for girls to fucking do it neither.
Oh man.
No, just like, right? I agree. It's 100% like it's true, but girls, cautionary tale, like it's not an excuse for you to start lashing at them.
No, it's always inexcusable.
Yep.
So don't do it.
Be cool. Stay cool.
Yes. Just breathe. Well, my thing was always that, like, whenever women would like start yelling at me, I would just get real quiet. Or just leave the house. Be like, you know what? I'll come back when you've calmed down.
Mm-hmm.
Which, of course, just makes them even angrier.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Like, I'll talk to you when you've come back to your senses.
I think you're overreacting now. I'll come back when.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Like, what?
Yeah, that really fucking pisses them off. But some of the women are so fucked up that you discovered that they were in relationships that were abusive when they try to goad you into hitting them.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying before. That you don't fall into it. Like that's what I
Jesus Christ.
Even the cops when they came to the house, right? They're like, dude, you're lucky that you're the one that you're the first one that called for that complaint. Because if she would have called, like, it's automatic. Guy goes into jail, girls get like, whoa, like, wait, what? Like that was my first like big red pill. Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
That explains so many other freaking things that happen to other people. Oh, did we lost Beacon? Oh, okay, no, he just closed his camera.
Okay. Hopefully, giving his critters some love.
Yeah, probably. I didn't like the first one. See, look. I'm like, yeah. Oh, doing another one.
That call was turning out pretty badass, by the way.
Which one?
The one that you're doing. Yeah, this one.
It's the same base, just different approach when you think about it. Look. See what I mean?
Yep.
I went one time, I'm like, nah. I tried something, didn't like it. Kind of want to try to pull the Bart Sears thing, and I'm like,
Yeah, Bart Sears is a shit.
No, that's the thing. I was trying to like channel that big muscle motherfucker, I'm like, no, I'm gonna do my own.
Once again, it's just like Cull's just a different character.
But it's a thing that I like to. That's one of the things why I started doing those Doodle and Chill is to also like show that when you don't know a character, it's a challenge to get to know the character, to do a cool freaking quick sketch of it. That's off the bat. Like I know Cull, but from a little bit, like I'm not. I can say like I know exactly what he looks like. I know he's like a Conan or something. I've read a story. Like I read some novels. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude,
but that was a long time ago.
The short stories are great, especially now you can get them in their unmolested version because Conan was so popular back in the Disney that they wanted more Conan. So what they did was they hired people like Lynn Carter and I forget who the other guy is to take Cull stories and turn them into King Conan stories.
It's something that I was talking to with my bro earlier before because we're talking about all type of stuff like that because that's what started it, right? And then we started talking about how Kratos is the story of Kratos is actually the story that people never actually told of Hercules,
right?
That guy that gets driven mad to the point that he kills his own wife and kid,
right?
That's Hercules,
right?
Kratos is technically Hercules. That's why I love that freaking game like so much.
Yeah, I've still never played any of them.
No.
Yep.
Dude.
Yeah.
It was one of my favorite fucking games.
Everybody says that series is the shit.
Mm-hmm. Especially that Light Sword and Sorcery did.
Oh, for sure. Oh, dude, did you see the?
It's like imagine they pulled everything from that. They tried to pull the story that nobody says about Hercules, but made it into a freaking Spartan.
Yep.
I'm saying, totally a cup of tea. But maybe you don't like the hack and slash type of game.
No, I do. Those are cool. There was a Conan hack and slash that was okay.
Yep.
With Ron Perlman actually doing a pretty good a voice acting job as Conan. But it got
which is the reason why he was the dad in the remake with Momoa.
Yep. Boy, was that a clusterfuck.
Oh yes, it was. They made Conan the Swashbuckler.
Right. Which, well, look, the biggest sin, and I knew I was in trouble when the movie begins, and what's his face, Morgan Freeman gives you a right,
what?
and looking at the map,
you cut out there.
And if you know that map like I do, suddenly you're like, oh shit. One of the things, first of all, Hyboria is one of the top 3 fictitious worlds, right? For me, it's just like Middle Earth, Hyboria, Barsoom, right? Mars from the Edgar Rice Burroughs stories, the John Carter stories, and Pellucidar also. You know, the at the Earth's core with the Mayhars.
I love those stories. I love John Carter. Yeah.
Oh my God, they're so good, man. They're so good.
I like the movie. I don't know.
I did too.
I freaking liked it
too. Fucking Disney just dumped it.
Yep. They didn't even promote it, just dumped it, and it's pretty freaking good. I really like it.
I liked it. Is it the John Carter movie I always wanted to see? No.
Nope.
But that's okay. It was still good. I mean, Deja Thoris,
wow,
was hot, but not where he was wearing entirely too many clothes.
Yep.
Right? Because she's walking around topless.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
Like it's like those girls never freaking really commit to the material.
I know.
It's like what's her name? She played in Sin City.
Fucking you're thinking.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I think so.
She played the stripper, and she refused to take her there. Yeah. She plays the freaking. Yeah.
Even
Jessica Alba.
Well,
Jessica Alba. Yeah.
The way that he describes the people of Barsoom, is that they have skin that looks like copper. What does that make you think of? That makes you think of either Native Americans or Hispanic people, right?
Mm-hmm. Like in the thing I was saying before, they said dark skin from the sun, from
Right, but they're sort of red coppery, right? So but it pretty much sounds like a Hispanic chick to me.
Yep.
With the culo.
Culo.
Oh my God, man! When I was living in that Puerto Rican neighborhood, that was fucking awful. Having to fucking look at these girls with fucking beautiful onion-shaped masterpiece asses, man. And I don't, it's just like these girls are developing fast too. So it's just like, I mean, there were numerous times I nearly walked into fucking traffic because of those booties, man. God,
I know.
damn. A beautiful thing.
I know. I did it in Argentinian.
Oh, you've been in Argentina, huh?
Nope. I did it in Argentina and I was here.
What was that?
I dated a girl that was from Argentina, but
from Argentina. Oh, gotcha. Oh, yeah.
No, I never actually got to travel. Like I went to the U.S. and I think Plattsburgh and this, and close to here because I was for work, but I never really traveled.
Oh man,
I had kids and then split up, and I won full custody. So.
Yep. Full time.
No regrets.
Of course,
like my kids.
And dude, one of the things I eventually want to do is not only do conventions in other parts of the country where I haven't been, like Texas and Arizona, that sort of a thing. I would love to do some conventions overseas.
But why do you think that's the entire thing I want to be able to do with the Inkslayer?
Yep.
So we can all travel in different places, go to Europe, go to those big comic place conventions in freaking France or something. I want all your books in French. I want my books in French and English.
For sure. In French, in Spanish.
Yep.
Japanese, maybe.
Yeah.
For sure. There's no reason why we shouldn't have our books in multiple.
Get some distribution deals,
Fuck yeah. It's like, hey, we still make fly shit in North America.
I was actually checking into, because I've seen some people now having their books in Diamonds or trying to hit other distribution. And I was checking into some places, but you have to have multiple titles. So that's why the entire idea of having Inkslayer started.
Yep. Dude, it is wise for us. It was wise for us to mob up and to continue mobbing up.
That's why we have a very cool website. And hopefully you'll send me some good images so I can start making like a t-shirt or two for you for your Six Gun Gorilla stuff.
Oh, for sure, dude. Some of those covers, man, I think would be
Mm-hmm.
great t-shirts.
Yeah. But just make sure to send me some, high-res images, like on a Google Drive or something, so I can make nice looking t-shirts for you guys.
Oh,
But
yeah.
we have books. If you have surplus of book, like collector's edition of your books that you printed before, we can put them up too.
Hell yeah.
And people, don't forget, check out inkslayerintertainment.com.
Yeah.
Really cool shit is
issue 3.
As you can see there on the banner. Yeah, I'm still getting used to this Rumble Studio there, but I am not disliking it, to be quite honest.
That's great.
And it's free.
Also great. Let's see. Yeah. Oh man, I feel terrible. It's like Preston actually made a mistake on one of the pages. He kind of mixed up the panels. Like there's a panel not where it should be.
Okay.
So I'm trying to make sure that like he doesn't have to redraw the entire thing, but he's doing all these crazy things with the panels, right? Where they're very
show
dynamic.
it to me. Maybe I can fix it with Photoshop or something.
That would be great because
You show it to him after. Make sure that he doesn't get pissed.
Right,
I could probably tweak it with Photoshop. Yeah.
Right, yeah. Artist always has final say.
I have a lot of tricks on my sleeve with Photoshop.
Oh shit!
But dude, I've been using the special effects and stuff like that for quite a Photoshop since 2007.
Wow. I can hang with GIMP, right?
That was the first. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, I can do a little bit of shit there.
Okay, I know some 3D. I can do a lot of stuff.
So should I put this on your Google Drive or my Google Drive and then send you the?
You could do it how you wait. Like you if you want to put it in yours, then send me the link.
Okay.
Or put it in the one I just created there for Bloodhunt and Doc Salem there, and just create a file for T-shirts or something for our Six Gun Gorilla, and I'll pick it up.
Now, where did you send me that link? Was that in the Discord?
Yep.
All right.
I think it was in your private message. I sent you the link for the Bloodhunt. Shit.
Gotcha.
Bloodhunt and Doc Salem.
Yeah, boy. It's just like we use so many different platforms and shit. It's just like I sometimes forget. Was that via Facebook? Was that via Twitter? Mm-hmm. Was that via fucking Discord? So much shit, man.
But when it's work related, I try to keep it on the private Discord
right.
for Inkslayer. Yeah.
Right.
Or if it's private, well, I'll send it to you in a private message.
Yeah. Why am I not seeing that conversation? Right, I think it was starting to get to the point where I'm grinding my gears.
Do what?
I said I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna have to tap out soon. I'm like grinding.
Yeah.
Years started, isn't it? After a while.
We do that every time. We're getting close to 12 too. We always try to close it around 12.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I had fun with. This was the first little sketch I did.
Let me see.
Trying to get the eyes were way too close to each other. Mm-hmm. I was trying to get the idea of doing a face similar to Conan but different.
Right.
So, if I want to tweak it, all I would have to do is do this, because the eyes are way too close to each other. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Quick fix.
Cool. Nice. No erasing needed.
Yeah, quick little fix.
Nice.
There you go.
Hey, man, anything that makes your job easier, which then frees up more time to do more art.
And there you go.
Nice.
But this is just me studying, trying to get an idea. Then I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do a classic pose. So, first sketch.
Yeah, that looks like Kull in his gladiator days.
Then I did this, and I didn't like it because I was trying to channel the big muscle stuff. And that was just me trying to break down the idea of what I wanted to do with it. And I'm like, yeah. And that's me going with more of the barbarian. More simple, no big armor, just almost naked I'm going for.
Right.
So see some muscle tone everywhere because that's what he was. He was even beefier than Conan.
You know, he's a big dude. He shows up in one of the Conan stories. Like, I think Conan's in like a real bad spot, right? He has to fight like a small army or something like that by himself. And then like some sorcerer, a good one, casts a spell and there's this mist and then Kull comes walking out of it. And he's not really quite sure why he's there, but he's just like, I'll back you up.
No. Let's see if I can. Why can I highlight you guys? Permanent kick, mute, promote to moderator. I can give you moderator. There you go. You guys are all promoted to moderator. Well, I'm there. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to figure out how I can highlight you guys, but it doesn't work.
I see you posted about the Phantom of the Paradise, a very underrated movie.
I used to love that movie as a kid. Like, it used to play at night. It's like the Phantom of the Opera mixed with something else. And every time I used to see Griffith in the Berserk.
That's the same.
Dude, it's the same fucking thing. And that movie was way before Berserk.
Yep.
It's okay. I can't highlight you guys. We're gonna have to figure something out. That's quite stupid.
And don't forget beef.
I'll do the duo now so you can show your drawing properly.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't too happy with it.
Yeah. So you decided to do something else?
Yeah, I just decided to get some work on issue 4 of 7 Legions.
Nice.
So he's just finished telling these kids a very horrific story about a angel who lost his kid as the kid was being born, and the angel created a kid using his power to replace his son, and that being wound up becoming a monster that ate people. So he's like, well, okay, kids, time to go. He just gets up and leaves as the kids are all panicking. You got all these kids just sitting around just crying.
I scared the shit out of those little fuckers.
And then, next panel, the lady, she's sort of followed him down. He goes, you should really know your audience. He goes, I did. They're not going to go anywhere they're not supposed to now. They're gonna keep to the light areas. No dark corners. So your job's done for you today.
Yeah, except for that one crazy kid that's like, what? There's werewolves in the forest? Let's go check them out.
Yeah.
So, okay, where did I put those videos? Okay, so thank you everybody for joining the show today. I'm testing out the Rumble Studio because it's free and it seems fun, even though there's little bugs in it. Hopefully, they're just gonna keep making it better.
Yep.
And what are we gonna do tomorrow? Anyways, check it out. We're probably gonna be coming back tomorrow for another Doodle and Chill. I don't know what we're gonna be doing yet, but today was Kull. Go check out the what's the name? Shadow of the Shadow Kingdom. Yeah, the Shadow Kingdom on Fund My Comics.
Yes, I know you like that too. And it's a good story, by the way. I know the story. It's a banger.
Don't miss out the horror movie show that Brian does on his own channel.
Yeah,
on YouTube. I join in there once in a while.
Yep, always a pleasure to have you, sir.
Yep. So have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yeah. Have a good night.
Peace.
Later.
Hello, my name is Sim, and welcome to the Netverse.